Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Nihar Sinam and I'm from Manipur. My rank in NEET Super Specialty exam. So in the NEET Super Specialty exam, as we can appear for two subjects or two branches of specialty, I chose my specialty as plastic and reconstructive surgery. And just because I could choose another option, and anyway, we are not allowed to leave the exam hall according to the prospectus. We are not allowed to leave the exam hall till the second exam is over. So I chose to appear for surgical gastroenterology as well, but I did not prepare for that. I did prepare for plastic surgery though. And then on the 25th of September, after a lot of waiting, the whole day checking the internet on the website around 10-20 times all evening, around 10 p.m. I guess that was the time when our result was online, and well, I got a score of 271 in plastic surgery, and so my rank is 38. Well, to be honest, I did not expect to have a rank of 38. I was expecting somewhere around 70, 80 or 100 according to my rough estimate of how many questions I um, attempted correctly. Well, I did not calculate it precisely, but in my head I can just think like, okay, I think I got almost about 70, 60 or 70% correct, right? So in my exam, I had left three questions of general surgery and three questions of plastic surgery unattempted. So my total attempted questions were 94 out of 100. And as my score is 271, I have to say that I got 73 questions correct and 21 questions wrong. How many questions of general surgery were wrong, or was it plastic surgery? I cannot tell that because they don't give separate marks for general surgery and plastic surgery. It is a cumulative mark. So yes, it is 73 questions correct and a negative marking of 21, which gives a score of 271. Well, the next thing I want to talk about is how I prepared for it. How much did I study? Did I study for a year, or how many months did I study for? Well, to be honest, my exam of general surgery PG exam took place in May and June, and we got our result on, I think it was the 25th of June that we got the result that we have passed. And by that time I had not decided which subject or specialty to go for the MCH exam, and so I was confused. I took about 20 days to think and wonder. I tried studying gastro, I tried studying oncology, and but every time I used to read those, I would want to I would want to look at plastic surgery as well, because when I used to imagine myself doing some gastro or onco surgery, I used to imagine that I think I'm going to regret if I don't get to do plastic surgery. Well, so that's when I decided that I'll go for plastic surgery, and I started studying seriously for plastic surgery from around the um, 10th 10th of July. So July, August, September. It's about only 2 months that I studied, and in between I did get distracted for my personal reasons, watching movies, going out here and there. So effectively I would say I studied about 4 hours a day. There were days I studied only 1 hour. There were days I studied 6 hours, but not more than 6 hours effectively on any day. So how did I start for my preparation? Well, because I did not have any orientation toward plastic surgery, and even reading the plastic surgery chapter in Bailey and Love or Sebastian was a difficult and daunting task in the initial days, because it's so different from general surgery. So what I did was I started by watching YouTube videos of plastic surgery day and night just to see what kind of surgeries they do, all the cosmetic surgeries, all the flap surgeries, free flap, surgeries for wound reconstruction, nerve repair. So I had a slight idea of what they do in plastic surgery. I did have this idea earlier, but by watching more and more videos every day, I developed that interest. Then there is a popular coaching institute uh, which offers classes for super specialty like MCH and DM. So I subscribed for their course and I watched the videos on plastic surgery. So obviously when I was watched the videos on hand and liposuction first time, I found it quite difficult. But then I watched it twice and thrice and multiple times, and then I developed some orientation towards the subject. Then mm, I watched some lectures on YouTube. I found some theory lectures of plastic surgery on YouTube and not surgery videos. I watched those as well. I did all this for around 10-15 days, and then I started studying two books. Those are Keynotes and Secret Plus. Those are the recommended books by the previous year toppers to study. So I studied Keynotes around 2 chapters, and then I got bored. I switched to Secret Plus. That also, it's quite long. It's around 150 chapters in that book, and obviously I could not study that much. I read about 10-15 chapters from that also, and then again I got bored of that book. Okay, so then I moved on to an MCQ book. It's a 2013 edition MCQ book on plastic surgery. So I solved that question paper just to see how much I know, and after solving that I read the answers. While reading the answers, all the points that were very new to me, I wrote it down in my notes and I went through those notes again. So it's like going through that book twice, but that's not comprehensive book. And in the last few days, 2 or 3 days, I read 2 sections, or I should say about 15 chapters from Secret Plus again, but I didn't have time to go through any more of Keynotes. So that's all. This was my preparation. I didn't study anything extra or much. But yes, for general surgery, I think I got a bit of my score from the general surgery portion, because I believe I must have done more than 30 questions correct out of 40 in general surgery. That's what I feel. And for general surgery, I um, watched videos from a coaching app, and I solved all their question banks. I didn't solve any surgery MCQ book, and that app has very minimal number of questions in the question bank of surgery. It's not much, about 30 questions per chapter. Instead of solving 20 questions in 200 questions in MCQ books per chapter, it was easier to cover the whole general surgery like that. And I find watching YouTube videos or coaching videos, or video apps for coaching much easier than studying from a real book or a PDF file. So that's how I did it, and I would say that it's not very difficult to go for any of the subjects. And because when I saw videos of previous year toppers of gastro and onco who studied for 3 or 4 months and got one of the top ranks, I used to think like, oh my god, they must be genius and they must have worked really hard, studied all day long. But I believe that's not true, because if you are focused in your studies, like whatever you read, whether it's 2 hours or 4 hours, if you have the interest in that subject, you'll be able to grasp more. For example, let's say I study for cardiothoracic surgery, in which I'm not interested. However much I study, it's not going to be effective. So yes, choose the subject that you are interested in, so that your studying will be efficient, you'll be interested, you can study day and night, you can study while eating, while after, when you're going out and you're waiting somewhere, you're waiting for a friend, you can just study for 15 minutes anywhere. You don't have to be in your room studying for with dedication. And it is possible to crack it in the first attempt, whether it's plastic surgery, neurosurgery, surgical oncology, or um, GI surgery, whatever it may be. You just need to focus and believe in yourself, because even for plastic surgery, since it's my first attempt, I thought that I'm going to get a rank of about maybe 100 plus, 150, because competition is slightly easier in plastic surgery compared to urology, gastro, and onco. So I thought maybe, okay, I think I have studied quite a lot, but I'm not going to get a rank within 100 because I studied for only 1.5 months, and I did get 38. So it depends on a lot of factors: your effort, your luck, and your knowledge about general surgery, your interest in the subject. So whether it is urology, surgical oncology, or GI surgery, or any other branch that you're aiming for, don't be scared. It's not a very difficult exam. The questions are sort of superficial. They don't ask very, detailed specifics in any topic. So best of luck, and see you in the next one.